I personally always say thank you when I see somebody cleaning a space that I'm occupied in. And I think that just acknowledging someone for a job well done goes a long ways. And because it is such a thankless job, and unfortunately our in the United States, it's looked on as a lowly job. It's a dirty job. It's not one that people want. It's not well respected. And that's absurd. Every job matters in our economy. And so because of that, I think just saying I appreciate you, you're doing a great job, thank you, is super meaningful. And I mean, tip your housekeeper in your hotel room, especially if they go above and beyond and leave you extra waters. Just small things like that go a long way. A lot of these people are.
Well, hello everyone, and today is Thank a Cleaner Day, October 16th, 2024. I'm here with Emily Nickel and Terell Weg. Emily, who's our special guest today?
Yes, we are very pleased to invite Terrell to help us celebrate this day. We've had the pleasure of working together for about 2 years now and have had fun just talking about everything from business processes to partnerships and industry orgs. But what it all comes back to are the employees that we work with together. And so that's why we invited her here today to hear a little bit about her background.
Yeah, excellent. So, Terell, welcome to Thank a Cleaner Day and being our special guest.
Yes, absolutely. My pleasure. I'm excited to be here and to talk a little bit about what we do and why cleaning is such an important piece to keeping our environments healthy.
Yeah. So today you actually work with MSNW,
Hmm.
and but it's my understanding that you actually started and kind of grew up in the janitorial commercial cleaning space. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. So actually, this company that I work for today, my parents started back in 1995, and they actually bought this really teeny janitorial company and named it Management Services Northwest. And so my first memory of this company was I was 10 years old, and my parents said, we have a janitor who's out sick, so we need to go and clean the building, and you're coming with us. And at that time, I had a baby sister who had just been born. And so I recall my parents hauling her and her baby carrier into the State Farm Insurance in Bellingham, Washington, that we were taking care of. And my dad gave me the vacuum and showed me how to work it and what I needed to do. And so I was zooming up and down the hallways with the vacuum, and my mom was getting the garbage, and my dad was cleaning the bathrooms, and it was a family affair. So, yes, since 95, I have been cleaning toilets and whatever else.
You've kind of worked through all the different angles and areas within the cleaning business.
Yeah, so while I was younger, prior to me being able to drive, I would go out with my dad and clean with him weekends or during the summer in the evening times if needed. And then as I got a little bit older, I took on my own accounts once I got my driver's license. And so after school, I was this big theater person. And so I had my play practice or musical practice, and then I would go clean the bank that I was in charge of. That was about 2 miles away from my high school. And anyway, so that was my job during the school year. And my parents didn't want to manage me because that would be, a conflict of interest in their mind. And so they decided to have one of the then janitorial supervisors be my manager. And the janitorial supervisor was so impressed with how well I cleaned. Well, I've been cleaning for 6 years prior to that, right? I should be an expert. And so they had asked if I would do inspections and would be more of a quality control role versus uh, just the cleaning of that bank branch. And so then from there, I started doing inspections on the weekends, and summer I would help with training. And so that was kind of my job during the high school years. And then once I got into college, I was part of operations, helping with startups, helping with quality control. Sometimes I was doing sales calls or working in the human resource side, doing the hiring. And then I was then calling my mom and saying, I don't think you can do this without me. I think you need to hire me full time when I graduate. And I'm able to do, a multitude of positions. And so it'll help you fill in the gaps. And she really didn't like that idea. She wanted me to get experience elsewhere and then come work for her. But we were kind of in that sweet spot as a company where we weren't quite large enough to have a sales position or a full-time human resource position. And so because I was able to cover a multitude of things, it was to her advantage to hire me. So I started full-time at MSNW uh, in January of 2008 and have been here ever since.
That's awesome.
So since today is Thank Your Cleaner Day, we're going to take it back way in the past of when you were filling that role at MSNW. And we'd love to ask, what was your favorite part about that role?
Well, I am a big fitness person, and so I would say I liked being able to just zone out and uh, get the facility clean in the quickest manner possible. And when you're doing it like that, you're breaking a sweat and you are kind of running to get things done. And I would time myself to see how fast I could be. And I would, I don't know, it was a game, I guess.
It's amazing.
But I looked at it as a physical activity, and really it is. It's a demanding job physically, and I think that a lot of times when you're sitting behind a desk all day, you think like, oh man, it would be nice if I could be doing X, Y, or Z. But when you're in that demanding job, it really pulls from your energy levels for the rest of the day. So I think that's something that we underestimate is it's a same with in the landscaping industry. It's a really physically demanding position to be a frontline person. So
I love that you made it into a self competition, though, that had to give you just a feeling sense of accomplishment every day after you got done with your tasks and at your buildings. But we do have to spin this around and ask, of course, what was your least favorite part of the job?
well, one of the things that became evident during COVID was just how important it is to have clean facilities. And so I think the most important thing to be telling your cleaner that takes care of the facility that you sit in, or for me, it's my team, is that their job really is important, and how they clean makes a difference to the health of that facility. And we always say we are cleaning for health because proper disinfection, proper cleaning methods ensure that there are less.
As a business owner, what would you say your biggest concern is for your cleaners when they are out on the job sites working hard every day?
Well, for me, it's safety. That's the number one thing that keeps me up at night is just I'm wanting everyone to go home healthy and whole every single day, every single night, and to really be cautious of their surroundings and to make sure and notify us if there is a situation in which they feel unsafe. And that could be just because of uh, the environment in which these locations are, or it could be because there is a safety concern within the facility. For instance, janitorial closets can be a place in which a lot of clutter is put. And so we have had instances where boxes have fallen and
No.
it's been a near miss of hitting our housekeeper or janitor or custodian uh, just because of how the employees, the client within that facility has placed their storage. So those things are always top of mind. We had an instance in which one of our supervisors ended up tripping and falling outside because there was a cracked curb. And we had notified the client of that cracked curb, and they did not take care of it. And thus, then there happened to be a fall from it, and which required surgery. And so
Oh,
there
wow.
are instances in which some things are out of our control where we've notified the client and they have chosen not to take the precaution and deal with it. And so then there's the ramifications from that. And it takes away from somebody being able to live. I mean, let alone work and make money to be able to survive. It also just it inhibits everything else. So it's just germs in the
Yeah.
air, on the surfaces, wherever it may be. And so uh, it's an important job. And you notice when you're in a building and it is not clean, don't you? You notice when you go in a bathroom and it's disgusting. And so recognizing that there is a person who is doing that dirty job to ensure that you get the benefit of a clean bathroom, kitchen, facility, whatever it may be. And so I'm just super thankful that we have a team who is committed to taking care of the facilities like their own home, and show up every day and get it done. So
Would love to let you have a shameless plug here, Terell. You happen to star in some clips on your LinkedIn page for MSNW where you give cleaning tips and the right way to do things, the safe way to do things. If anyone was curious about seeing those videos, what should they check out? Where should they go?
well, we're on most of the socials. We are not on TikTok, so that's what we're not on. But we are on Instagram, MSNW Group, LinkedIn, MSNW Group, Facebook, same handle. So you can find us at all those different places, and our website, msnwgroup.com, and check out some of those videos that we have of me pretending to know what I'm doing. And so that's the I do know janitorial pretty well, but some of the other things I'm learning from people, it's kind of hilarious because
I mean,
they're trying to teach me to do something that I'm not qualified for. So
that is amazing.
Well, we love those videos. I always look forward to seeing a new one in your newsfeed. So
thank
thank you
you.
for doing this and
Yeah.
being such a good sport.
Yes, well, training is really important, and I figure uh, who better to learn it from than from me, or me being taught by our supervisors on the proper way of how to do something. I just think it humanizes it a little bit, and I am just like them. I am a human. I'm not capable of doing X, Y, and Z, and so somebody needs to teach me how to do it. And so that's how you learn, right?
I love that.
Well,
Very well said.
Yeah.
well, Terrell, we really appreciate you. We appreciate you taking the time today. And of course, as a representative for the industry, we could only have one person. We can't have the millions who serve us, but we really want to say thank you to all of the cleaners and employees in the commercial cleaning industry out there today. We value you. We recognize the work you're doing, and we appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much. And I think the best thing we can do on this day is to thank your cleaner. So whether that's leaving them a little note saying thank you, or if you're able to see them in person, just give a little bit of appreciation. It goes a long way. So thank you guys for spotlighting it. Appreciate it. It's it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, right?
That's right. So we thank you again, and we thank you for partnering with Aspire. And Emily, thank you for bringing the three of us together today.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's a great group to have. So thanks, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.